Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to Coders Digest. And in today's video, we are going to see how we can impute the missing data. So today we are going to see what is complete case. It is also referred as complete case analysis. And I have then my notebook open and I have written the scripts which I am going to follow. And I will let you know what we are doing and how the things are happening. So without wasting any time, let us begin. So let me import the necessary libraries. So I have imported pandas, numpy, matplotlib. So these are basically the library which I am going to use. So let me run this cell. So I have imported these libraries and it is importing. So then after, okay, it has run. So then I am importing my house price dataset. So let me run it. Now let me see what do we have here. So if you see, we have the data here, and let me see what are the missing values here. What is the situation? So here you can see that we do have some missing values here, like this slot frontage 17.73% is missing value, and other variables are also having missing values. So for that purpose, before going for an imputation, let us see what is complete case analysis or complete case imputation. So in complete case, what we do that we just disregard or remove a row which has a missing variable, or let me correct it, which has a missing value in any of the variable. So let us say if I have missing, so let us say this value, so this nan. So what will happen if I run complete case analysis on this whole data set? Then all these rows which are having nan in any of the variable will be removed. Uh, so remember it, guys. So if any of the variable will be containing a null value, the whole row will be removed. Okay. So I have checked now. So here we have just seen what is the percentage missing values, and now let us see that which are the variables which contain missing values. So here I have written a command query where I have written that give me all those variable names which have the missing percentage greater than 0. So you can see I have written where for where in df dot columns if df where dot is null dot mean is greater than 0. What it means that it is just iterating through every column or every variable in the data set and checking like whichever variable has missing percentage greater than 0, it is just grabbing that variable in this missing where and it is creating a list. So let us run it and let me see. So now this is a list of the variables which have the missing data. Okay, now let us see what is the situation of these missing variables, how much data, how much missing data do they contain. So now if I run it, you see that some of the variables like LA has 93% of missing data. So I mean all of the data kind of you can say is missing. And similarly here pool QC, you see that 99.5% is the missing data. Here miscellaneous feature 96% data is missing. So if I run my complete case, if I use complete case on this data set as it is, then almost all of our rows will be discarded, because as I told you, if any of the variable will contain a null, okay, then the whole row will be discarded. Okay, so we cannot run complete case on this. So what is the option then? Let's say I want to do my complete case on this. Then the option is that it is usually recommended that when you have the missing data in your dataset is less than 5%, then only you should think about complete case. Otherwise you will just lose a lot of your data, and especially in a case when your data set is not so large. Okay, so what I have done that in all those data, in all those variables which contain missing values, I have considered only those where the missing value is less than 5%. So in my data set, I will keep only those variables which have missing percentage less than 5. Okay, so here I have created a variable or variable name features underscore complete case, and out of all of our variables in our data frame, I have grabbed only those which are either there is no missing value, or in case if there is, then only those which contain less than 5% of missing value. So you see that all these variables, fans, miscellaneous features, and all those which are obviously having more than 5% will be discarded. Okay, so now let me run it, and if I show you the shape of the original dataset, so let us say in original dataset we have 1460 rows and 81 columns. Now let us see what is the shape or what are the dimensions of our newly created dataset or newly created dataset, which has where we have discarded all those columns which are having more than 5% missing value. So you see that we have discarded approx 11 variables, which you can see from here. Also we have a lot of nearly 11 variables we you can see here, which are having more than 5% of missing data. So we have just removed those. Okay, so now we have a data set, and what I have done now, you know that in these are only those variables. These features underscore complete cases contain only those variables which which are either full, or you can say which are either have no missing data, or if they have, then only those variables which contain less than 5% of missing data. Okay, so I hope that is making sense, or let me know if I'm going just too fast in the comment box, so that I can improve my speed from the next videos onwards. So so I have created a new data frame df underscore complete case, and here I have here I have only those variables which we selected from here, and I have used the function drop na. So now we have only those variables which contain less than 5% data, and on that now I have used the drop na. So what it does, that it will remove those rows only now which contain missing value. So we have already considered only those variables which contain less than 5% of the missing data. So now you will see that we will be the number of missing rows or missing record, or not missing, now the number of discarded records or removed record from our original data set will be nearly around 4 to 5%. So you can see now when I will run this command, you can see that we have lost nearly 4% of the data, and that is that is acceptable. Like, although the data set is not very big, but still, like, if you have a big data, then dropping these much rows will not be a problem. So what I have done, I have dropped now the missing data or the rows with missing variables. So I will run this drop na, and now I'll see then this is my complete data, and I do not have any missing values in here, because all the missing values which I have, like, first what I did, I dropped all those variables which were having missing data more than 5%, and after that I have run the drop any function. What it does, that now it will just remove all the records which have missing data. Okay, so now let me see what do we have here, and now let me check whether do we have any missing value in our new data set where we have used our complete case analysis. Let me run, and it says false, that I do not have any missing value. So now we have kind of dealt with our missing data. Then ideally it is not a very optimal way, but this is also very much widely used, reason being that it is very simple. You saw that we did nothing, we just used the function drop na. Okay, so, and this is very simple, and but yeah, you should see other options first, like mean median imputation or end of distribution imputation, and there are a lot of we will discuss that when we move ahead with this. Okay, so now what I am doing, that let me run it, and this is my original data frame, and if I run this same command on this original data frame, then it says true that our original data frame did contain missing values, but this complete case data set we have which we have created now does not contain any missing data. Okay, so now you can see that we have dealt with the missing value, and our dataset is now ready to be used for our analysis, for the model building. Okay, and now one interesting thing I would like to show you, that how much data we have lost. Okay, So what I have done, that I have created a ratio of the complete case data, the data we have after our complete case analysis, and we have divided it from the length of the total data set or the original data set. Then you can see that nearly 96 or 97% data we have after complete case analysis. So how it happened? Because first of all, we just discarded all the variables which were having more than 5% of the missing data. Then after we ran our this complete case analysis, you can see that we have preserved a huge amount of data. We have only lost, you can say that, how much it is, 2.3 or 3.3% of the data. So this is kind of not a big deal, and we have achieved our goal for now, and we can just do and proceed with our model building. So that is all for our this video, and in the next video I will discuss mean median imputation in very good detail. So stay with me, and yes, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.